On everybody, it's Kyle here. I'm down at the ProTech range down in Brazil. Today I have with me a Weatherby Vanguard Badlands edition chambered in 350 Legend. So if you watched that prior video, I mentioned that I was hunting on a lease. Well, one of the restrictions on that lease was straight wall cartridges. So I did some research and looked around, and I was in between a 350 Legend and 450 Bushmaster, and I didn't like the devastation the 450 looked like it left. So I landed on 350. So right now I have the, forgive me here, the Leupold VX 3 HD scope on it. I had this scope on a Browning X-Bolt 2. I had issues running out of windage on it, on the X-Bolt, and the, it has a zero stop on it, so I have to take this cap off, and if I run out of zero up and down, I have to take that off, adjust for that. I decided to take that off, and I put it on this gun. I feel like I'm having flyers all over the place. I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot it again. I've shot this a few times already. I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot it again, see how we do, and hopefully I can get zeroed, and if not, I'm gonna go back to vortex. But as far as this gun goes, out of the box, it's a great gun. The coating on the barrel is definitely weatherproof. It seems a little bit sticky. The action does. That might loosen up over time. I've probably shot about 30 rounds, 40 rounds through it so far. The trigger on it, I want to say maybe it's a 3-pound trigger, maybe less than that. It feels really good, really smooth. It has an internally fed magazine. I'm not used to not having a detachable magazine, so it's definitely different. So having to get your fingers in there to push the ammo down, it's not a big deal. It's just one of those extra things you have to do or get used to. So as far as the zero goes, I should be low right now. I am putting Hornady American Whitetail. These are 170 grain through it. I shot some Deer Season XP. They were 150 grain. They didn't seem to group as well as these did. So I went and I picked up a bunch of these, especially because I found them for a pretty good price. Ammo anymore is getting kind of crazy. I picked these up. I'm gonna try these again, see how they do. Hopefully it'll zero out and I'll be good to go. If not, then I'm gonna go back to the old reliable vortex, whether it's Chinese made or not. I've never had an issue with vortex before. I'm gonna go ahead and get this loaded up. I paid retail, it was around 800 bucks for the gun. Not terrible. It's a Weatherby Vanguard 350. I mean, I've always heard about the reliability of a Weatherby, so we'll see. If it doesn't shoot well, it at least looks really good. I'll say that. All right, see what we can get going here. I'm shooting at 100 yards. This box says to zero at 200. Being a straight wall cartridge, 100 yards at a 200 yard zero. 100 yards it'll raise 4.5 inches. At 300 it'll drop 19.4. That's pretty drastic for deer hunting. I'm gonna zero it at 100. That's what I know. That's what's always worked for me, so that's what I'm gonna stick with, at least for now. already off that 3-shot group. I had to adjust for the up. I knew I had to adjust for the up. I adjusted for it. That second shot landed all right. That third shot flew to the left, and that's the problem I'm having. I'm kind of wondering if I might have to send this scope out back to Leopold and have them check it out. So I'm gonna shoot a few groups today. If I burn through a whole box or maybe even 2, it is what it is. I want to get this gun figured out. Even though I have until next deer season, which is months away, I don't like sitting and waiting, not knowing if my gear's not ready to go or not. This gun is guaranteed to shoot sub MOA. I'm not sure what factory ammunition or what grain. I didn't research that. I can say right now it's not. Forgot to put my ears on that one. I'll pay for that. Now we're cooking. Might have it. I'm gonna go ahead and load up 2 more. I'm gonna shoot a new 3-shot group here. We'll go from there. All right, shooting a tad bit high. My barrel's getting pretty warm, so I'll shoot this last round, go down there and re-sticker my splatter target, go again. Wait for that wind to die down. All right, I'll go down there and take a look at that real quick. Let that barrel cool off. We're grouping about 1.5 inch MOA at 100 yards. It guarantees sub MOA. That's not terrible. For deer hunting, I'm not an accuracy shooter. I mean, it'd be nice to have accuracy. For hunting though, I mean, I'm okay with that. That's gonna put a deer down. As long as it's going where I'm aiming, that's all I'm super concerned about. Now I'll say though, that trigger pull just feels like butter. It's good trigger pull for being a before tax sub $800 gun. Put my ears on this time. Fairly windy day today. Let it slow down. It's pretty bad crosswind. Wind's killing me. It's my first time ever coming to this gun range, and I'm actually pretty impressed. I have a 200 yard, 100 yard, 25 yard, 50 yard at this range. There's one further down the road. I can't remember all the distances. That one has AR 500 plated steel. For rifles, it has pistol ranges. It has old Cowboy West ranges where you can go from window to window shooting pistol cartridges. Pretty nice little range though. Yeah, man, these rounds are flying all over the place. No matter what small adjustment I make. Could it be the ammo? You would think, but I've shot target loads. I've shot the American Whitetail. I've shot the Winchester Deer Season XP, and it just seems like none of them are liking the group right. And I'm not gonna chalk that up to the rifle. I'm gonna bet it's gonna be more of an issue of the scope that is on it, which is pretty disappointing for the amount of money that I paid for the scope. It was not cheap at all. That internal fed magazine's weird to get used to. Some people like it. Yeah, I'm gonna call that for the day. Those rounds they're not even remotely coming close to grouping the way it's advertised. I mean, I'm seeing the 1.5 inch wasn't bad, and yes, the barrel's getting warm, but that last group I shot was every bit of a 3-inch group. It's not okay, not acceptable. I don't want to say it's the rifle. I'm leaning more towards the scope, because like I said, I had the scope on a Browning X-Bolt 2. And while that gun is known to be finicky with ammo, had the same issue. And I wasn't pleased with it. I did take my buck last season with it, but... So I'm going to go home tonight. I'm going to take this scope off. I'm going to put a Vortex Diamondback I got off of Optics Planet on here. And it's supposed to rain the next 5 days. So I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to clean this gun out real well, and then I'll be back out here again to see how this shoots. Because, will it take a deer? Yeah, absolutely it'll take a deer, no problem. But that's just not, that's not okay. Well, thanks for watching.